Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at the ThruNite Archer 1A version 2, so stay tuned. The Archer series, specifically the A1 or the 1A, has always been my all-time favorite flashlight from ThruNite. And I still have the one that I reviewed last year sitting here. I've had it sitting on my desk ever since ThruNite sent it to me. So I was very excited when not only did they send me one, but they sent me two. They sent me the cool white and they sent me the neutral white. And you can see that they indicated on the box with a white or yellow sticker. So let's go ahead and take a close look at both of these flashlights. By the way, if anybody's interested in purchasing any of these flashlights, I went ahead and provided the links below in the description box. The cool white does cost a little bit more than the neutral white, but that's because it's a little bit brighter. The cool white is $36.95 and the neutral white is $29.95. They use slightly different emitters. The cool white uses the CREE XP-L V2 or V6, the XP-L V6, and it has a maximum lumens of 180. The neutral uses the CREE XP-G2 LED, and its maximum output is 175 lumens. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we get inside the box. I've already had this open. It did come already wrapped. Go ahead and put this right here. We also get a lanyard. We get some extra O-rings. You get two extra O-rings, extra O-rings, and you also get a extra tail cap rubber. You get some silicone gel to keep things dry, and there is also a manual. Now what I'm going to do is pull the clip off the cool white version, and this is something you couldn't do with the old version. With the old version, you had to unscrew the tail cap, take off the gasket, take off this ring, and then slide off the clip. I'm glad they've made it so all you got to do is, okay, all you got to do is that, and the clip is off. Much easier. And the reason why I'm taking this off is because I'm going to go ahead and unpack the neutral white version, so we could do a little bit of a comparison between the two as far as the way the light looks. So what ThruNite has done with the version 2 is that they have made the operation of the flashlight much easier by adding on this extra button. You have your tail clip, which turns it on and off. It's click forward kind of design, but you could also do the Momentary. And then to cycle through the modes, you hit this mode select button. With the old version, you had to do everything with the tail cap, and you had to remember, different things. So it was a little bit more difficult to use. By the way, side-by-side comparison, they're about the same length and width, the old version and the new version. So I want to go ahead and pop in the batteries real quick. Very easy to do. You just unscrew the tail cap, like you do with most flashlights. Has some nice square threads. You have your O-ring white there, white there, and we'll go ahead and screw that on. I'll go ahead and do the same thing with the other version. I'm using some Duracell rechargeable batteries, the really good ones, not the cheap ones, the ones that last a long time. So the way that this flashlight works is you hit the button, it remembers whatever the last setting was that you had, and you can cycle through the 5 modes of operation. Actually, you'll cycle through 4 just by clicking the button, the mode select button. So you have firefly, low, medium, high. And then if you press and hold it, it goes into a strobe mode. So operation is super easy. Again, Momentary, you just sort of press slightly. So very easy to use. On the front of this flashlight, there's a stainless steel bezel. It's a crown type. So number one, if you put it down and it's on, you can see that it's on. If you put it down on its face. Also, because it's a crown bezel, it can be used as a tactical device. You can use it as a striker and strike whatever you want. The glass has anti-reflective coating. It's very, very nice. You have a nice, smooth, deep reflector, and it was improved upon from the old version. I don't know if you could tell, but with the newer version, you could sort of see the LED just a little bit fuller. It sort of magnifies the LED all the way to the edges, where the older version, it didn't quite do it as much. It just seems to do it a little better, so I guess it's a little more efficient. They sort of designed it just a little bit better. The body is still the same aircraft grade aluminum. You still have knurling. Now, you don't have as much knurling as on the old version. The old version even had it around the head, the body, and the tail cap. On the new version, they left the front smooth, but you still have the knurling around the aluminum body and the tail cap. The working voltage of this flashlight is pretty wide. I'm sort of jumping ahead of my notes here, which is not a good thing, but the working voltage is 0.9 to 4.2 volts, which means you could either use a AA battery or you could use a 14500 battery if you desire, and you'll be able to pump out a little bit more power, and it'll last a little bit longer. You get all the protections that you normally do with a flashlight of this type. You get the reverse polarity protection. You also get drop protection, and it's also waterproof. I jump ahead in my notes here. It is impact resistant to 2 meters or 6.5 feet. It's also waterproof to the IPX8 standard, down to 5 feet or 1.5 meters. The weight of this without the battery is 2.1 ounces in dimensions. Is 4.3 inches long, which is 110 millimeters, and the width or the thickness is 0.9 inches, which is 23 millimeters, and that's the bezel's diameter. Now, the next thing I'd like to do, because I think I really covered all the operations, is to go through the specifications of this flashlight. Did I put everything in each one? Whoops. And what I should do is go ahead and get these down to the same thing. So there's Firefly with both, and you can immediately see which one. I can't say anything with a O without making it sound like a W today. Anyway, you can see which one is neutral and which one is cool white very easily right here. And this is the Firefly mode. Now, I'm not going to go over the lumens and the lifetime of both of these. I'm just going to go over the cool white really quick. If you want to see what the specifications are as far as all the run times and everything, in the description box below, you'll have to scroll down. I have it for both of the flashlights. I'm just going to go over the cool white. So cool white Firefly mode is 0.055 lumens for 408 hours. I'm going to go ahead and click the mode here. And this is the low mode, and you get 17 lumens for 22 hours. Click it again. We have the medium, which is 75 lumens for 5 hours. Click it again. We have the highest output, which is 180 lumens for 115 minutes. Now, I do have a note here that in the old version, the high was 178 lumens, which was pretty close, but it was only 58 minutes. So one of the things they've greatly improved is the runtime on this flashlight. Also, you press and hold, you get the strobe. The strobe will do its thing for 3.5 hours. And you just do a short click on the mode select button, and it goes back to whatever you had last. And again, it does have a memory, so if I click this off and click it back on, it comes back on whatever Firefly low, medium, high that you had it on. It does not remember the strobe setting. Let's take a look at the actual light that this flashlight puts out. Here we go. So you can see your spot in the middle. You can see your flood. You don't have any weird artifacts coming out of the edges or around the spot. So really nice, balanced, what you would normally get with a flashlight of this type. Another thing, I'm going to go ahead and put this into the low mode, is tail stand. You can easily tail stand this flashlight with no problem. So if you have a power outage, you need to illuminate a room, you could go ahead and just shine it off the ceiling. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and turn the lights out and you can see. There we go. You can see that it illuminates this room just fine. Hey, can you see me? I'm in my bathroom with all the lights out, and I just like to use this room here just to show off the lights. I have, which one? The neutral in firefly mode, so you can see it really doesn't light up, you know, too much at all, but you don't lose your night vision using this, which is good. I'll put this on low. There's low. And I'm going to go ahead and get the other flashlight and also put it on low. This way we can sort of see the differences. Alright, so neutral. We'll go ahead and shine it up on the ceiling. And here's cool white. Neutral, cool white. So you should be able to see the difference. I'm going to go ahead and bump these up to the highest setting. There we go. So now I'm going to do neutral, and now cool white. Neutral, cool white. Pretty cool, huh? Hey, while we're in here, we could go ahead and test out the waterproof IPX8. Make sure it's keeps on working. And we can see that it does continue to work even while underwater. So let's go ahead and wrap things up. The Archer 1A is my absolute favorite flashlight, and this new version 2 is even more desirable to me than any other flashlight. If ThruNite didn't send me a flashlight and I need to buy a flashlight, this would absolutely be the one that I would spend my money on. Talking about spending money, the neutral white version again costs $29.95, and the cool white version is $36.95. I did provide the links below, which goes to their Amazon store, where you can go ahead and easily buy it. And if you're a Prime member, you get all the benefits of Prime. And if you're not, you should definitely sign up for Prime if you do use Amazon a lot. Another thing I just wanted to point out is look at the thickness of the body, of the aluminum barrel of this flashlight. They are just so well constructed, and I put my old version through hell, and I've used it daily, and it's never let me down. And I have no doubt that the new version, with the easier to use operating system, with the extra mode select button, will definitely stand to the same abuse and everyday use that I put my old one through. I just love these flashlights. They're the perfect size. They use the AA batteries, which is a battery that we all have access to and use. And I also want to recommend, if you do use AA batteries a lot, I do recommend getting these new AA batteries that have come out from both Duracell and Everready. They have these like rechargeables that last longer. I used to have the older versions that they seem to go dead after sitting a couple of months. These new versions can stand or can stay charged for like a year, and they're nickel metal hydride. These are 2.4 volts, 2400 milliamp hours, and you could tell they weigh more than the old version, and they definitely stay charged a lot longer. And I've been switching everything out to these batteries, so love it. Anyway, get the Archer. You will not regret it. Alright, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, especially you, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.